everybody. Welcome in. Come on. Welcome in. Happy Sunday. I'm so happy to have you all here with me today. This week, we have a good one. This week, we have an interview with Brandi, the North Node medicine woman. She's going to break down transformation, spiritual transformation, and we're also going to discuss her retreat, Play, a luxury magic medicine day retreat. We're going to talk to Brandi and have a good time with that. Also this week, we have announcements. We have an upcoming Canva class. We got a lot going on, y'all. So make sure you stay to the end of the interview and stay to the end of the program today. As always, I appreciate you all being here. But without another further, you know I always got to give a shout out to my new and my true. Yes, thank you for riding aboard the Underground Railroad. We are in for a good one. You know I don't like to hold you. So, with no further ado, an interview with Brandi, the North Node medicine woman. Hey everybody, I done told you I was bringing it to y'all today. This is another level of the game, and we are so blessed today to have my girl, my bluebird, but for y'all, Brandi, the medicine woman. She has an event coming up. She has a lot of information to talk to us about spiritual transformation and healing medicines, which we have talked about before on this channel. Y'all know I talked to y'all about my experience. And so guess what? I got somebody. When y'all come, look no further, look to no other. I got my girl in the house, Brandi, the medicine woman.
Thank you so much, Niki. You're so Tia Niki. Okay. Thank you so much. I'm so excited to be here. Like, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm going on her show. It's exciting.
I'm so happy to have you here. I have been dying to do interviews on my channel, and I'm so glad that you are. I had one a long time ago, but I progressed since then, and I'm so glad that you're here. And it's so crazy because that one was about healing too, right? Spiritual healing too, which Merida is full of. I done told y'all, if y'all didn't see it, go back and look at Merida as a hospital, honey. When you come here, it will yield healing unto you, but it's based on your journey. A lot of people take this journey, though. They take the journey of using magic medicine, if we will, to help with the healing process, to even, for me, invoke it or initiate the transformation that we all need to become our best versions, because you know that is what my channel is all about, along with moving abroad, which I really think is part of that. I don't think it's possible to really get the healing that you need in the U.S. You're just battling too much of that energy. And so here the energy is much lighter. And so Brandi, the medicine woman, is gonna get into her practice, which she offers. She has an event coming up. I'm gonna first introduce you to her, who she is, where she hails from, a little bit of her journey and what brought her to Merida, Mexico. So thank you again, Bluebird. That's what I call her. That's my Bluebird. She's beautiful. So inside and out, I might add. So what brought you, first of all, give us your name, the name of your business, and where you're hailing from, where you're moving to Merida from.
So the name of my business is the North Node Medicine Woman. And I named it that because the North Node in astrology, it's your highest purpose. It's what your soul needs to evolve to in order to live a blissful life. And so I named it that because of that. And what the North Node has done for me is help me to realize what I need to move away from, which the opposite of the North Node is the South Node. And that's your karma, which you are comfortable in. And the North Node is what you're uncomfortable in, but it's the best thing for you to move towards. But So yes, that's the name of my business. And then I'm hailing originally actually from Omaha, Nebraska. But I've been traveling all over the place. I'm also a travel nurse, so I take contracts here to here and there. And so I love coming back to Merida because I feel like it's just home for me.
I feel that. I feel that home. I say that, I tell everybody, you'll know, like, even when you cross the Gulf, you'll feel it. If it's for you, you'll know. You know what I mean? So awesome. Welcome from Omaha and all points in between, right? That have to do a lot with our journey. I also wanted to throw in there, guys, that she is an author. And she did write a book. And so we're going to talk about that as well, and where you can find it on Amazon. And the link is always in the description. Support your girl, and we'll get a little bit more into that later. Because you see, Miss Brandi, the medicine woman, is a layered individual. So let's get into your events and your business and your event. So we got the name of your business. We'll move on to an event that's coming up in November. So tell us about the name of your event. And I'm going to put a flyer up, guys, so you can see it and follow her on social media and have all the information. And then there's also a registration or application that you'll need. So all of that will be in the description. But this is what you'll get when you click that link. Go ahead and let them know, Brandi.
Okay, so on November 3rd and November 4th of this year, I am holding, it's called Play, and it is a luxury magic medicine retreat, and it's a day retreat for Black women. And the intention behind the retreat is just to allow Black women to be in this sacred space to consume the medicines that will really help them to transform, to break down conditionings that we've been experiencing, especially living in the U.S. And Tia Niki, I know that you talk about leaving the U.S. behind, right?
Yes.
And so, yeah. And when it comes to the medicine, I've been sitting with the magic medicines for, since 2017.
Wow.
And they have deeply impacted my life. They've helped heal me. They've helped me break through and face childhood trauma. Not that that's what's going to happen for you.
It happens for most, though.
Yeah.
And that's where a lot of our stuff stems from. So
exactly.
You're on it. Yeah.
And the thing is, too, Black women, honestly, all Black people, we already have trauma embedded in our DNA, right? The transatlantic slave trade, unfortunately for us, we are still patching wounds from that. And so what I really wanted was to have this space for Black women to consume the medicine, because although I love all people, really Black women have been short-sighted for so long. And going into some of these spaces, I found that some of the facilitators for these events couldn't understand my trauma, couldn't understand, my background and where we were coming from. And so while those spaces are okay, sometimes, like I said, I love all people, it can be really uncomfortable, and you can't, it reminds me of waiting to exhale. It's like when you're in those spaces, sometimes you don't feel like you can take a sigh of relief, right? And so that's what this retreat is going to do for women. It's going to allow them to be in a space to consume the medicines and experience this sigh of relief, and be in a group of women who can understand where they're coming from. When it comes to the medicines, one of the benefits of it is that it increases the uptake of the neurotransmitter serotonin, which is the feel-good neurotransmitter, right? It makes you happy. It helps to regulate your mood and your digestive system. And although I'm not, giving you any medical advice, right? What I have found is that it is extremely impactful when you're consuming it in a safe, sacred space. This is not just oh, I'm going to take them and party. No. And then when it comes to it being a luxury retreat, I think Black women, we're kind of getting tired, although we love designer and all of that. Black women really want to be investing in their inner work, in their spiritual transformation, and they want to do it in a luxury setting too. They don't want to forego, you know, having a good meal, being able to rest. I've been to some medicine experiences, and they didn't even have water for its attendees. When you are consuming the medicines, you shouldn't have to worry about food or cleaning up or, you know, what's going to be next or any. It should just be an environment for you to get the downloads or, you know, spiritual messages. If you don't know what downloads are to your audience, I know you do, but you're going to be getting so many downloads from the medicine and from your higher self that has been laying doormat, that you should just be able to rest. And when I say play, the thing is that when we talk about play even for adults and allowing yourself to connect with your inner child, it really will help you to break through those creative processes that have been previously blocked. Really, when we rest, especially Black women, when we rest and when we play, that is honestly where the business downloads come. That's when the money starts coming in. That's when the love starts coming in. That's when things start to become aligned. And so I just wanted it to be a place where you can, if you wanted to swim, if you wanted to paint, if you wanted to take a nap, you can go into a room and just take a nap. And it's only from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. Just because I wanted to make sure that I have the capacity to really nurture these women when they're going through, because with the medicines, sometimes tears will come, revelations will come, you know, and you really need,
I know.
You know, I know you know. And you really need someone there to, not all the time, because I definitely do solo medicine journeys all the time. But sometimes, especially when you're not familiar, you need someone to help you to process all of that. And another reason why this is important to me is because we're in the age of Aquarius.
Yes, we are.
You know, and I know, Niki, you know, you're very familiar with this. Yeah, and that's just this time period where there's a revolution happening. And there's the downloads that I've gotten, there's going to be a great wealth transfer where the wealthy are going to be the conscious people. And so, you know, and so in order to, you know, sort of initiate and do my part and kind of initiate that, this is where I'm starting, you know, Black women investing in themselves, in their spiritual transformation. So that way they can open up their own spiritual businesses. You know what I mean? And we've been working the 9 to 5 for so long. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but if you're going to work, you know, working a 9 to 5, burning yourself out, and you have a bigger, deeper purpose, but you're like, no, I don't know how I could do that. Listen, come sit with the medicines, have that be your intention, and trust me, it's going to blow your mind what they can teach you. They are teachers. And so that's why I am doing that. And Black women, here's the thing. The first human being that was found is a Black woman in Africa. Black women, in order to start this revolution and us coming together as a people and transferring the powers that be, you know what I mean, from those that are wicked, you know, Black women actually need to rest and play. That's the work that we need to be doing. We need to be resting and we need to be playing. And then we need to cultivate this deep self-love and this deep self-worth outside of what we do. Because even for me, I was going to work as a nurse, and that's what I predicated my worth on, how much money I made. Not understanding that I am worthy just because I'm Brandi. Like, you're worthy just because you're Niki. right? And Black women, it's time for us to just be, literally just be, and literally experience the greatest loves of our lives, which is us, right? Or even romantic love. I'm a proponent that you can get whatever you want, you know, out of life. But yeah, that's the purpose behind this retreat.
That is absolutely phenomenal. I love the stretch and the levels that you went through, the expansion, mental expansion. And this is not for the weak at heart and whoever's watching. I've talked to a lot of you guys, and fear seems to be a common thread. And this is definitely the type of opportunity that will help you to face those fears, to understand them, to give them a name, and to render them powerless, because you have the power, right? So that's what Brandi's telling us today. The medicine woman is speaking to y'all today about the responsibility. She mentioned this ain't no party where we coming to chill and drink and sit. This is an experience, so there's a certain level of responsibility that you have, that you owe yourself. Receptivity, she talked about that, receiving the gift. This is a gift now. Not a lot of people, they're too afraid to even be open to receiving the gift. So this is a fantastic opportunity. And the rest, I call them the 3 R's, the rest that comes with it, because we do, as Black women particularly, work. We are the laborers. We bring life into this world in all forms, on all levels, every thought and the physical form. That is absolutely wonderful. So I want to ask you, what inspired you to create this event? I can kind of relate to this question myself as far as my channel, because there's inspiration behind it.
Yeah. So what inspired me was part of me beginning my spiritual transformation, which really started in 2016. Was me asking the question, what else is there? Because there has to be something else. And I realized I was walking around in sort of a haze. Like, wait, like there has to be, I don't know. I feel like a robot, but there's like a tugging, right? And so I know that there are plenty of Black women who have the same inquiry. There has to be something else in to life, and I need to know what it is. Like, I was hungry for it. And so that's what inspired me, was picking up on the hunger that I already, you know, had experienced for a fuller life, a blissful life. And it's possible. And the thing is that because our neural pathways have been conditioned to struggle and for struggle, we have a hard time with the idea that we can actually live a pretty great life. And not even, and I'm saying it like this because, right, you know, I'm saying it like that because it is though. Like, I will sit and cry because I'm like, oh my God, life is so beautiful. Oh my God, look at these trees out here. Like, look at this beautiful, safe space I get to be in, right? And I want that for Black women, right? I really want it for all of us. But again, we're starting with Black women. That is,
absolutely. That's where it started. So.
Yeah, that is what it
starts. Awesome. So, let's see. I wanted to ask you another question that I wrote down. I like this idea that you have with the soft life. I really like that. And I've seen both edges of the sword when it comes to that. You know, like you said, it's unobtainable. Or why would I do? Or what does it even look like? You know what I mean? I don't even think people know what a soft life looks like. I would probably fall into one of those categories, honestly, because I work so hard. I can conceptualize it, but I like the fact that you're bringing it into reality and giving people a taste of what that looks like and what it can be like. Because although you're working, it's a lifestyle, right? It's a luxury lifestyle. So I want you to talk about the soft life and give us a day in the life of softness, if you will.
I love it. I love it. This is like one of my favorite topics. So for me, first off, when we're talking about soft lives, we're talking about being soft to ourselves first. So when we talk about deep self-love, it's so funny because about a year ago, I said to myself, I said, wait a minute. I'm supposed to love myself, but I realized I don't even know what that is. And so there was this really deep journey in terms of, okay, what does that mean? So I had an issue with, punishing myself. Like, oh, I have to work this hard in order to have money, right? I have to put others before me in order for them to see me in another light. I have to get up early. Like, sometimes I like getting up early, but it's like, oh, everyone told me I needed to get up early, even though my soul is like, actually, you know what? We need to sit here and be still. So when it comes to soft life, it's really listening to the current of your soul's desire. When you go against the current of your soul's desire, that's not soft. That's building, this harsh reality, this false wall of punishment and a block around you, right? So that's not soft. So yeah, soft is literally feeling into yourself and saying, what is it that I need? Speaking to your heart, what is it that I need? Oh, I need to go to this retreat. Okay, great. Oh, I need to go to see Tia Niki, because that's a form of soft life. You're assisting, supporting, and guiding people on their spiritual journey, and then their journey, that is a spiritual journey, to Merida. Right? That is soft life. Like, oh yeah, that's what I need. Okay. It's a checking in. It's not like, oh, I have to be productive. Let me be productive. I'll tell you a secret. When you rest, that's when you're the most productive, right?
So true.
It is. I was telling you, Tia Niki, that I got the download that I need to reach out to you like 2 a.m. Yeah. I was relaxing, listening to music, just feeling so good. Like, oh, I wasn't like grinding away, right? I was just resting, and then you take inspired action based off of that. So that's soft life. It's just receiving, right? And sitting and receiving. And that may be when we're talking about like the luxury lifestyle. Sometimes I'll be like, you know what? I'm walking to the beach today, like wherever I am. That's soft life. It didn't cost me money. I was already there, right? Because I know that we have this idea in terms of, capitalism, that everything has to be about money. Sometimes it is, and this retreat is a luxury retreat. When I said earlier, Black women are ready to invest in themselves, I saw this quote from Mary McLeod Bethune, sorry. But she said, invest in your soul. Who knows? It might be a diamond in the rough. So I love it. And I was like, that's what you're doing. When you're investing in something that is going to assist your soul, lead a better life, that's softness. Like, oh, look at that beautiful thing I'm doing for myself, right? So yeah, that's soft life.
I like soft life, and I need to do more of it. I do some of it because I have a great love for myself. But I think I hear that within that love, there's certain responsibilities. These 3 R's: receptivity and rest and acceptance, and being better to yourself, not just good, being better to yourself. Like giving yourself the best and not the least.
Yes.
On all levels, just walking to the beach.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Taking time for yourself. We're going to get the soft life ladies out there listening. Y'all better get your softness right and understand that it takes strength to be soft. How about that? Oh. It's an inner strength. Yeah. All right. So now we get into the event. So the event is coming. I'm so excited. You already told us the name of it. Now, told us what inspired us. Now we want to know, and you let me know that this event, a couple of things. There is an application process, ladies. We're not just having anybody, because this is a safe, sacred space. Safe space. So there is an application process, and this retreat is available to high-earning Black women only. So tell us why, Brandi, the process of the application and why this retreat is available to high-earning Black women only.
Yes. So thank you so much for that. And this question is really important to me. When it comes to what I offer and what my services are, it is really important to me and for me to keep the integrity of the event. And the thing is, when I can see that women are investing in, you know, their transformation, that they're serious about it, those are the kind of I call them soulmate clients. I want those soulmate clients who are like, you know what, I'm deciding. I want women who have decided that, you know, I'm going to put myself first. I don't know what that looks like, but maybe this is it. The application process is for me, which it includes an application fee. And it's for me to get on a video call with you and actually have a consultation, because I want women who either are previous clients or, you know, current clients, because I need to know your history. I need to know, you know, if you're suited, if we're suited to work together. Listen, I'm not the only healer on the planet. I don't want to be, because I want to have some soft life to myself. Okay. So I don't want all the clients.
That's right.
So I want to make sure that we're a good fit for each other. And that consultation also includes that we're going to focus on one of the intentions that you have for the retreat, you know, and then if the retreat just isn't for you, then I also have referrals to other healers, which is great. And so I can, you know, send you their information. And another thing is that I wanted this to be safe. And so in order for something to be safe, I can't be, again, this is soft life. I can't be Superwoman and do everything. Like, I need staff, right? I need to hold it in a place that feels safe, that feels comfortable, that feels clean, that feels, you know what I mean? And so that's why it's for high earning Black women. But here's the thing. What people don't realize is that when we're talking about manifestation, if you know, are in spaces where, like, it's, for instance, like my channel or anything, where it's targeted for high earning Black women, and you want to be a high earning Black woman, because money is yummy. It's spiritual. It is needed. You know what I mean?
Money is feminine energy.
Thank you. It is. It's feminine energy, right? So it's really important that we know that our money is going somewhere that's going to help us. And yeah, that's why it's for high earning Black women. But yeah, if you're watching something for high earning Black women and you aren't a high earning Black woman, you should be watching things and being in spaces for high earning Black women so that you can be a high earning Black woman, if that makes sense.
It makes complete sense. If
right?
You want to be smart, you listen to smart people. If you want to make money, you go where people make money go.
Yep.
You do what they do. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm kind of tired of Black people getting the short end of the stick, especially Black women. You know what I mean? So it is my hope and prayer that this raises the frequency and raises the money making power of Black women, because we're kind of the ones that need to be empowered. So yeah, that's why I hope that makes sense.
It makes complete sense. And being in the age of Aquarius, at the dawning of the age of Aquarius, you know, divine feminine energy is on the rise. Yeah. It's an energy within itself. It's a force that's to be reckoned with, and it cannot be stopped, honey. No, ma'am. Okay, you know, I saw on this, y'all got a treat. You know, at this event, guys, she has a professional astrologer there. And I'm so interested in that. I dabble a lot in astrology, and I've talked to you guys about doing a video just based off of your element, the receptivity here. You know, earth signs will, you know, experience different things than air signs and water signs and so forth. So I wanted to throw that in there, that there will be a guest astrologer there who will be providing readings. That you want to expound on that, Brandi?
Yes. So my hope is that I actually want to get as many women to, it's included in the retreat fee. And this celebrity astrologer, she also is a dear friend of mine, but she's good. Her name is Kateria Knows. Yeah, Kateria Knows. Just in
I'll put a link in the description, guys.
Thank you. And she's had a profound impact on my life, because to thine own self be true. But how can you be true to yourself if you don't know your natal chart? How can you be true to yourself if you don't know that, hey, actually this career or life path actually looks really good for me? Or, hey, if I go out this day, I'm more likely to attract love or money or whatever. You know what I think? You know what I'm saying? So knowing astrology is a medicine. And so that's why it's important for me. What I really want to do is have the ladies to get the reading before the retreat. So that way they can take into account, when they're going into the intention of the magic medicine journey, they can say, oh, you know what? Like, in my chart, it says that I could do this. The thing is that you are in control of your life path. There can be that opportunity there in your natal chart, you know, for you to start this business. But it's up to you to position yourself to receive, and, you know, for it to be good. So yeah, I wanted to do it before. If not, then she'll be able to do the readings at the retreat as well. But yeah, that's really important.
This is vitally important. I often tell you guys, your natal chart is a map of exactly who you are, and it can show you your strengths. It'll show you how to use them to your best ability. I highly advise getting a chart reading, a natal chart reading, and with no better place but at the event on the 3rd and the 4th. Now, I want to get into intentions here, and what you're hoping to accomplish from the retreat, because people want to know what's the benefits. Now, when I walk away, I understand I'll be having this medicine experience, and I don't think it's describable. I think everybody, because I've had one, everybody's experience is their own. So we got that part. But the benefits of attending the retreat and what you're hoping to accomplish with the clients that sign up and sign on. You guys better sign up and sign on and get some of this loving.
Yes. So what I'm hoping that the ladies will walk away with is honestly this lightness in their feet, and like some type of burden has been lifted. I'm not saying that all of your problems are going to be solved with this one retreat, but I'm hoping that it is a starting point for Black women to say, you know what? Actually, this isn't working for me. Actually, this is what I want. Okay. Like, you know, like exactly. for me, I was like, you know what? I love helping people, but the way the health system is working is not for me. And I really like too that you brought up earlier fear. The thing is that when you're taking these medicines, they will help you to break down some fears and help you to, sort of dissolve them. And the thing too is that it's funny because Scorpio rules the energy of transformation, birth, and death, right?
Mm-hmm. Eighth house
stuff. Mm-hmm. I'm hoping a lot of eighth house stuff happens. The thing is, it can be the eighth house also rules fear.
Yes, it does.
So, I'm hoping that it breaks down some of that fear. I know that it will, so that you can look at life differently and through a different scope. A lot of times we're afraid to be, and it's funny because Aquarius rules the energy of different. And a lot of Black women are afraid to be different. They're afraid of, because this was one of my fears when I first started my transformation. I remember looking at my teacher and being like, well, I'm scared I'm going to be different. And she said, well, Brandi, you are going to be different. But that's the medicine, what'd you say?
That's the point, right?
It is the point. I'm like, oh, but at the other side, it is so beautiful. And it's not linear. The healing journey is going to be continuous. But yeah, I'm hoping that Black women will walk away with sort of this, when it comes to the conditioning that we have in terms of like working hard and pleasing everyone. I'm hoping that it starts to break down and chip away, and it will. Like it absolutely. if it doesn't do it all the way for you, it's gonna leave you saying, okay, wait, I gotta reevaluate something.
Right.
And, I'm hoping for a reevaluation that kind of starts to help them start their new life, whatever that looks like.
Well, I learned too when I had my journey that particular experience was just the beginning. I think with the magic medicine specifically, it's an ongoing relationship, and you'll find over the next days and weeks and maybe even months, the eighth house, that transformation can take place over a long period of time. I don't want people to expect you go in and you think that's it. No, it's a continuation. That's just the beginning of the joy. That's just the beginning of the epiphanies. That's just the beginning of all of this, is the seed, and it just grows into the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. I've had the experience and it changed my life. And it was only one time and it changed my life. So I'm an advocate and a supporter of magic medicine. I think that it should be used in many different areas of therapy and psychology, psychosis, psychiatric work, neurological work, anything with the mind. It definitely should touch that. Okay, so I know we in Merida living our best life, and you guys might not be able to come on the 3rd and the 4th. So Brandi, are there any services or upcoming retreats for those who cannot attend this particular event?
Absolutely. Thank you for this question. So yeah, this is just an inaugural, event. I do plan on holding other events. But I do offer, private solo and private group events. I'm also going to be offering drop-in facilitator services, which means that I would just come. I can't just come and sell you the medicine. I just have this beautiful relationship with them where I have to make sure that they're consumed in a sacred and intentional way. And so I would come in and with the medicine, and then I would lead you into an invocation, calling in ancestors, guides. We'll be doing a cleansing. I'll cleanse you. I'll cleanse the space, and then go ahead into the ceremony and do a meditation, and that will just help you to really set this seen this frequency and this environment for the medicines to really do its thing. Whatever the medicine wants to teach you, you're going to be able to do it in a more intentional and sacred place and way. And so I do offer those services, and you all can reach out to me for those services too.
That's awesome. So whether you're here, coming here, or where you are, reach out, because you never know. I think just having these type of conversations and knowing that these type of retreats are even available, especially the Black women, is something that's magical within itself. So take advantage of connecting. And I also like that this has to do with the application process. Understanding that I often say in corporate America, I thought I was somebody, but I was P1236994. That was my number. So when you are going through this application process, it gives Brandi an opportunity to actually get to know you. And that way, remember, she's got nursing background. I think a lot of this, I talk about you guys using what you learned from these other jobs and using them to do your thing. So she's taking what she learned there and she's applying it to what she's doing here. And I mean, it's a double win everywhere you go. You can't lose because she's got the background to support what she's doing here. So let's see. I want to ask you, people want to know what's included in the retreat investment, because we covered there's a fee, there's an application fee. So, and you can talk to Brandi about all of that. We'll make sure we cover all of her contact information. However, go into what's included in this retreat investment, Brandi.
Yes. So when you're investing in the retreat, you're going to get, again, it's a 1 hour reading with an astrologer, a celebrity astrologer.
It's an hour?
Oh, it's an hour reading. Yeah. And she's a Black woman.
That's big.
Yeah. So that's gonna be included, and then you have a meal, which is lunch, snacks, drinks. And when you fill out your application, you'll notice that I ask what your favorite snacks are, your favorite meals, dietary restrictions, and then also supplies to play. Like if you say, hey, I want to paint, like I'll make sure that you've got some stuff to paint, or if you like to sew, or whatever the case may be. And it's going to be a luxury, event space, likely a really just luxurious, honestly, Airbnb, because I wanted there to be, I've been to, as part of my training, to some of the medicine retreats, and no disrespect, but like I wanted to lay down and I couldn't. I'm like, sometimes you need to lay down and just let the medicine speak to you.
Sometimes you do need to stretch out.
Yeah, exactly. And then it's going to come, also included is an integration. And what integration is everything, all the downloads that you've received from the medicine, we're going to be able to sit and talk about it. You don't have to talk about it in the group setting, but that's available to you and for you, because you're going to need to go back home and, adjust to life. And it's kind of like takes some kind of processing to really meld it with your current life and be like, okay, like what's next? So I'm just here to help you to, sort of kind of break that down and assist you in the best way possible. So you're also getting me. I am also medicine. I've been, again, sitting with the medicine since 2017. I've been on a spiritual transformation journey since 2016. Again, I'm a registered nurse since 2009. I've invested so much money in my healing and my training that I'm qualified to be your facilitator. I'm well trained. I care. I'm an Aquarius sun, Cancer rising, kind of at the cusp of a Leo. And so that's
crazy. I'm a Cancer sun, Aquarius rising.
I remember that you were Aquarius rising. I forgot you were Cancer sun, that's wild. It's perfect. So that's why
it is.
And Aquarius rules the energy of astrology. So that's why we just
exactly
know. Right.
Yep.
So that's what you're gonna get. And it's just a really, you just won't have to worry about anything. You'll just be like, not having to be concerned about, like, what am I going to eat again? I need something to drink. I need something. I'm going to be here. Like, okay, what you need? You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So, yeah, that's what it includes.
I love that. And that's that soft life we're talking about, y'all. See, when you're able to accomplish giving yourself the soft life, when people come around you, they feel that energy. And they want some of it. They want some of it.
They want some, for sure.
So I have your a flyer on the screen right now for the spiritual transformation, through rest, play, and luxuriating in the deep, soft life, honey. She talked about the benefits and what the retreat includes. And also the date and the location here in Merida are at the bottom of the screen. Her email address is there, y'all. If you got questions, reach out.
Yeah,
reach out.
Definitely reach out. And one thing I wanted to note, I didn't say, so the 3rd and the 4th, they're 2 different days. I really want to cap it at between 5 and 6 ladies per day.
Nice.
Because I want this to be intimate. I want to make sure that I'm able to be there, and that would be my capacity. You know what I mean? This is not a money grab. I'm not trying to get a whole bunch of people just like,
right.
It's not a money grab. It's a place where you can come and be cared for and nurtured. And so yeah, you can go to either one of the events. And then if you want to request the event, like, oh, Brandi, I want one in December, y'all just let me know.
I know that's right. That's right. Put in your inquiries. And then also, one of my last questions is about where viewers and listeners can find more information about this event and your company. I have some information at the bottom of the flyer, but I just wanted you to voice that, where they can find you, your social media, and all the goodies.
Yeah. So I would love my YouTube. The North Node, I just started it a couple of weeks ago, but I have some extensive information about my intentions and what my business is about, more information on the medicine. So definitely my YouTube, the North Node. You can visit me there. Also my Instagram, the North Node Medicine Woman. I have a link in the description, so that way it's easy for you all to just click. You can go to view the application for the retreat and a little more information about the retreat. And then I also put you can order the drop-in facilitator services as well. And then also my TikTok. I just started my TikTok, y'all. So bear with me. Brandi North Node. And then if you needed to reach out to me or my team, my assistant, Brandi Medicine Woman at gmail.com is where you all can find me.
Awesome. So guys, reach out. And you said IG, there's a link where they can register, right? Where they can
Yep. If they go straight to the IG, I just wanted it to be easy for people, so that link is on there for you all. Yeah.
Okay, cool. And I will also put that link in the description of this video, along with a link to her YouTube, her IG, and her TikTok, and the application to attend the event on the 3rd and the 4th, okay? So register for that. Get your information. If you have any questions, reach out to Brandi, and one of her assistants will get back to you. I think this is an incredible opportunity. I'm so happy for you, Bluebird, and I'm so proud of you. I think this is phenomenal because I have been a part of this. I understand how important it is. I understand how important. And when you guys go through it, you'll understand how important it is too. And I've had a few people come here. You know, this place is full of shamans and retreats and everything, and a lot of them are like super expensive, or they're not to your liking. So it's always good to have an option, and I love it coming from another Black woman. I just want to say that.
Yes, thank you so much. And the stars just align, especially with you having experience with the medicine. I love what you said about how it's a long term, because the medicines, one of my teachers says, you know, they are the gift that keeps on giving. This is not just something. They stay with you. That one time that they're with you forever. Like,
they're with you forever. It is, you use the right term, the eighth house. It's completely transformative. And I've talked about it on my channel. I'm going to keep talking about it. I'm going to keep bringing it up. And I'm so glad that you have these services available. So if you can't, if you guys can't make this one, don't get discouraged, because I'm sure this is just the beginning of many to come. And you can also base your trip around this experience. That's why you got to email, get with Brandi, get with her team so that she can hook you up. I love the small group setting of 6 people. That way she's attentive to each person, and you know that you're in a safe space where the host can handle, because like she said, the crying can happen. Anything can happen. You might need to paint. You might need to get naked. Anything can happen. You might need to just sit. It does its own thing. That's why it's magic. Don't try to figure it out. Just yield into what's calling you. Because most people who do this have a calling to receive the medicine. This is beautiful. This has been awesome, Bluebird. I appreciate you coming on the channel and everything. Now we're gonna let y'all go. We've been on here a minute. However, I want to give you, Blue, an opportunity to share anything else, a word of encouragement, anything about your business, anything you want to leave with the viewers today.
Yeah. So what I wanted to say is, even if you don't attend this retreat or you never sit with the medicines with me, I am hoping that this inspires Black women to begin their spiritual transformation and start choosing themselves. You know, start luxuriating in what soft life is. And I talked about like just feeling into your heart, like what you really want, despite of what society is telling you. So that's my hope. Like, it doesn't have to be with me. Again, it doesn't have to be with me. But I just want people to just live their best life. You know, you're a Cancer, like, and Aquarius. Cancer is the nurturing mother, and then Aquarius is like humanitarian. Like, we're
we're on the same page. Yes.
Yeah, we want to bring people together and help them to break through and help them revolutionize their life.
Be your best version. Don't worry about nobody else and what they're doing. You be your best version. It's not a competition. The death of character is comparison. Don't do it. Be you. Be your version. The best you can possibly be. And this is part of, y'all know I talk about your utility belt. This is another thing you can arm yourself with to help you to become. We're all in the process of becoming. So this is part of it. So arm yourself, take advantage of the situation, of this situation, but of the retreat, of the retreat. Get with Brandi and her team. And I think that's all we got for you guys. I appreciate you all rolling with us today.
Thank you for having me too, Niki.
Oh, you are so welcome. I appreciate you being here, Brandi. We're going to bring you back when you're a superstar and you booked up for months, and they be like, I should have went when she was on there to
Yes,
right.
Exactly. That part.
Right, that part, because she gonna get booked. So get in. I tell y'all, get in when you fit in, or get out because you put out. Go ahead on the register now, so later on when it's booked, you'll be able to give your testimony of how great your experience was. So with that being said, I think that's all we got for you guys today. And Brandi, we will catch up with you next time. Yeah, and then after this, guys, we're gonna roll into some announcements because we got some good stuff coming. I got a membership for you guys. We got the continuation of the consultation at 30% off. So stay tuned for announcements. I'll see you in a minute. That was an absolutely fantastic interview with Brandi, the medicine woman. I'm telling y'all, it's so much going on, so much happening in Merida, so much to do, see, and be. So as a reminder, play a luxury magic medicine day retreat will be on November the 3rd and 4th, 2023 here in Merida. For more information and to apply, please contact Brandi medicinewoman at gmail.com. Also see the description for a link to the application process and also a link to her to her website, a link to her website. Follow her also at the North Medicine Woman on Instagram, at Brandi North Node on TikTok, and the North Node on YouTube. We're getting a copy of this interview over to Brandi so that she can grow her YouTube channel. Go subscribe. Go over, see Brandi and subscribe, honey. Support these content creators, because I tell you, there is a lot going on. It's a blessing in the art form. I like to see the younger people doing it. If you're out there and you trying to get on the map, hit me up. You never know what we can create together, right? Now, I mentioned that Brandi is also an author. So go to Amazon and check out her book, Run, How I Escaped a Christian Hoodoo Cult. I'm telling you, she's been through a lot. She has been through the healing process, and that's what you want, somebody that's been through it and knows what they're talking about. Also skilled and gifted and a professional nurse. So care is what it's all about, living that soft life. Next, if you missed it, go back and look at the Isolation Covenant workshop. It is under the live tab in my YouTube channel. Also, for the people who downloaded and purchased the workbook, thank you. And I encourage you to go do that as well. It's nothing like the workbook. You need to write these things out. I always talk about journaling, and this indeed is a part of it. It ain't over Rocktober. It ain't over October. We are extending the 30% off for the consultations and the Cut the Cord course. I have received emails, and I appreciate y'all so much that you all are feeling this Cut the Cord course. One email said it challenged me to expand the way I look at myself in a more positive light. It's challenging everything I thought I knew and helping to me to become my best version. And that indeed is what it's all about. Launching, woo. I'm excited about this on Wednesday, the 11th, just around the corner. I am launching my membership value. I'm telling you, this thing is off the chain. Adventurers Alliance membership. Become a member for as low as $17 a month. That means you're getting all these workshops, the things that are not free, constant contact from me with inspiration, a group, a community. We have a Facebook group. It's just so much. So I am in the process of finishing that up. It is available on my website. If you go to tianiki.com, you will see a tab that says membership, Alliance membership, Adventurers membership. Click that and you can read all about what is included in that monthly membership. I'm also running a special. Get two months, 25% off. It will be ending sometime soon, but we will launch that on Wednesday, the 11th. Also coming Canva classes on the 19th and the 26th. Put it on your calendar. Now, see, this is what I'm talking about. These classes are $9.99 per class. I have 2 of them. I do have a special on giving both of those classes. I will also be launching that on the 11th with the membership, so that you have an option. You can pay for the class, or you can join the membership and get the class for free, including a workbook, a creative workbook to help you understand the processes and the applications that we'll be going through, such as Canva and CapCut and editing, and all these things are to come. So it's a great value to get the membership. That way you won't have to pay for these individual classes. It's a lot going on, y'all. We got the book club. We'll have our last meeting on the 16th of this month. I have enjoyed it. We got deep this last book club. Y'all missed it because there's so much more to it than just a book. We are the books. And we're able to form a community and talk about things in a safe, exactly what Brandi was talking about, a safe, supportive, and secure environment, which I know you guys are not used to. Always on alert and always fear hovering not too far. So I encourage you to get a consultation while they're 30% off. I encourage you to join the Adventurers Alliance. Get your membership. $17 a month. You can't beat it. It ain't over Rocktober. Take the Cut the Cord course. I'm here to help all of these beautiful and creative artists that have stepped forth in this age of Aquarius of sharing skills, gifts, abilities, because times are changing. The divine feminine is rising. You who I'm talking to, you have a gift and a skill that you need to share too, and you just need to cultivate it. So indeed, in this membership, we will be taking classes on becoming our best version. Along with the Canva classes that help us with skill sets, we will always and also continue to do our workshops for self-improvement and development. See, moving to Merida is much deeper than the physical move. It starts internally. And that is what I'm here for. And I am committed to bringing you quality material, guests, interviews, workshops, classes, and courses to help you expand your mind, expand your environment, expand your life. If you feel that you benefited today and you walked in with a little bit of knowledge and walked out learning more than you did when you walked in, I encourage you to take a moment to donate and support your girls, support this channel so that I can continue to bring quality content to you. That's what it's about. Thank you so much for the donations. I do have a list right quick I want to go over because I want to let you know I see you out there. I see you out there, Shrina and Tanya. I appreciate you. Marco's time too. I appreciate you too. And Cheryl, Mitchell, Robert, and Audrey from my book club. I appreciate you all donating. You know, it paid for. I got off Zoom, y'all, and moved over to Google Workspace. I do encourage you to take a look at it if you have a business or you need a .com. It's less than Zoom and you get so much more, such as Google Meets or .com, several aliases so you can send from different mailboxes, and so much more. It ain't an advertisement for them. However, it is because of you all that I'm able to use these different methods of communication and up my game. So that's all I have for you this week. I look forward to seeing you next week. We do have Building Boundaries Brick by Brick is our next workshop. It will be a paid workshop to see it live. And of course, I'll post a replay. So join the membership where you can get access to all of this stuff for free. We're getting big. We're growing, y'all. It's getting bigger. A lot of people are coming here. Most people are considering. I want to give a shout out to my clients who have recently moved here and they are living their best lives. To all the consultations I've had, so many y'all. I told a young lady I have 3 a day. She said, oh, 3 a week. I said, no, 3 a day. 2 to 3 a day. At least 4 days a week. It ain't no joke. It's a mass movement and you all are part of it. I encourage you to continue on your journey. Don't listen to the naysayers. Stay focused, stay on your laurels, and gird yourself with all the tools, resources, and the tribe that you need. So until next time, peace.